Joining me to talk about this nuclear pact is Democratic Senator Robert Menendez of New Jersey, who sits on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. Senator Menendez, thanks so much for being here. You're about to head into a classified briefing with Secretary Kerry about the nuclear deal. I know you have serious concerns about it. Speaker Boehner this afternoon said he would do everything possible to stop this agreement. Are you with him in that goal?
Well, first of all, I'm in search of answers to some very serious questions. And how those questions get answered is going to determine my ultimate vote. But I have serious concerns in the readings that I've had of the agreement with Iran, in the way I've read the Security Council resolution, which, for example, doesn't have the continuing prohibition against Iran on missile technology, but it just calls upon Iran not to pursue that. In the past, it says Iran shall not do that. Now, there's a difference between a prohibition and just saying to the Iranians, well, we really call upon you not to do that. That's a significant give if that is the case as it relates to that element of the arms embargo. I don't have a clear answer after having read the documents as to the way in which the International Atomic Energy Administration is going to determine the militarization efforts that Iran led, so that we know how far they got along in that respect. It seems to me that the sanctions, as I understand it, are going to largely take place within, a year. They're going to get most of the money. So what plan, why, number one, didn't we stagger that as Iran's obligations are in the out years? And why didn't we ultimately, what plan do we have to deal if Iran gets that money with all of its regional conflicts? Those are just some of the issues.
Senator, do you think that the Obama administration got rolled? Do you think that they're naive? What's your take on why they are pushing so hard for this agreement?
Well, look, I think, as Tom Friedman in his column a couple of weeks ago said, maybe this is the best bad deal that can be achieved. But the problem is that the underlying element of that is that it's a bad deal. In the drive to get an agreement, we are not ending Iran's illicit nuclear program. We are preserving it for the most part in the out years. We'll face the challenge of an Iran, if it hasn't changed its stripes of the last 20 years, in 10 or 12 years when they could break out, but the sanctions will have largely been relieved. They will have gotten $100 or $150 billion. They can pursue greater regional conflict. They can have a greater defensive posture. And then our choice, what is it? To try to snap back the sanctions that you say won't work now to stop them from pursuing that goal. So it seems to me that if I'm going to meet an adversary, I want to meet them when they're at their weakest, not when they're stronger.
I hear you. Senator, I'm being told that you're being given the hook. You have to go meet with Secretary of State John Kerry. So thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
All right.